Black Twitter's favorite unproblematic sweetheart, Miss Keke Palmer, found herself being a part of the problem as she's been trending the last 24 hours in regards to her relationship woes and her baby daddy Darius. It's a couple sides to this coin, and y'all know me, I'm finna toss them off. First and foremost, I do think it's kind of disingenuous that everybody keeps overshadowing Darius's actual issues. You are not entitled to tell a person in a relationship what they deem is disrespectful, and I know we like to play the political game when it comes to clothes, or you can wear what you want to wear, body autonomy, etc., etc. But let's be clear, this is just a simple case of double standards, because none of us like when our men wear gray sweatpants, but we love to see men in them. Although I'm not in a position to discuss whether or not that was appropriate for Keke, I am in a position to say he does have a say-so in regards to what goes on in his relationship, and you are not to tell a man that his boundaries make him insecure. Trying to disparage his character does not minimize his point, although he was absolutely wrong for how he approached the situation and trying to embarrass her. It actually says more about Keke than it does him, whether it's his commentary about Alton Sterling or how he feel about women in their dressing. But Keke is with that man. She knows that man. She's been with that man even when she entered in a relationship with him, knowing there was another woman around. But baby, that's Keke Palmer. So of course you guys are going to turn a blind eye. Just everyone loves the internet personality and actress sensation of Miss Keke Palmer. Remember, you do not know her personally. So when you're trying to prop her up on a pedestal, calling her man broke, saying she makes more than him, and you're calling for her to break up and leave him because of his misogynistic views, remember how she may feel when you're talking negative about him, a person she loves. Remember how she may feel when she just had a newborn baby and you're calling for her to be a single mom. Some of you guys really need to revisit how ill you think about people when you simply disagree with them. Keep your relationship business off the internet. In light of the Keke Palmer situation, there were a couple things that came up in conversation yesterday that definitely need to be addressed. One being, whoever makes the most money controls the power dynamic in the relationship. That specific demographic that's always telling you they make more money than men, and every man they run into is always insecure about how much money they make, were the first ones to tell you how disrespectful they are when it comes to them knowing that they make more money than a man, which is why a lot of these men have reservations about it in the first place. It's not the fact that you make more money, it's the attitude centered around it. A lot of y'all do not have an issue with misogyny or the patriarchy at all. You only have an issue with it when you're not the person who's benefited from it, because the moment that you're in a position to minimize another group or minimize another individual, you are going to do so. Some of y'all just waiting on the opportunity to get your chance. Furthermore, if it takes for me to make more money than you to gain your respect and you can't do it past my wallet, you can keep it. I don't want it. I know y'all not gonna like what I gotta say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I really want some of y'all to sit down and critically think about why getting married to a man is like pulling teeth from you. You will not honor him, not be respectful to him, not be loyal to him, not submit to him, not listen to anything he says. He has to handle you. But you will lay down and sleep with that man raw and will not take any type of precaution to have a baby by him. Highest honor you can give for a man, a person that's walking around looking like him, having mannerisms like him, but you will not commit to him. You have to ask yourself, why does that make sense to you? You won't even get up and make this man a sandwich, but you will lay down and spread your legs for him and get on your back and do the nastiest things in the world for him, especially if he give you a little coin. Black women have the highest mortality rate within the medical field, especially when it comes to giving childbirth and all of the things that our bodies go through. But you will sit down and give a man the most precious gift, even though you can lose your life. However, you will not require him to be more responsible for you, because marriage is just a piece of paper. We really need to reconsider why we minimize marriage, and it's so easy to walk away from these men. However, you're willing to sit there and raise a child that looks like him and then pretend that you don't have some suppressed disdain for them. And for the ones in the back that goes, oh, marriage is not an end-all be-all and it's not the answer for you not being a single mom, well, you're absolutely right, but you won't know until you try. Some of y'all have never experienced a man actually prioritizing you, because if that's the only rebuttal you got, sis, you...
Let's talk about the Jonah Hill situation. This is what's wrong with society, and this is where women get all the praise and men get hated on. So this is the message that he is being accused of being a narcissistic, misogynistic man. He is not being negative, he's not insulting her, he is not being like, he's not swearing at her, he's not being disrespectful. He's literally telling her, these are my boundaries, this is what bothers me, and if you don't agree with it, then that's fine. We're not meant for each other. Why is he a narcissist? If a woman did this, she would be just like, oh yeah, she's right. She has boundaries. She should be allowed to have boundaries. She would be praised for having boundaries. A man does this, he's insecure, he's a narcissist, he's this, he's that. No, this isn't okay. This is not okay. Also, for her to put him on blast on the internet, if a man did this, once again, if a man did this and leaked his conversation with his girlfriend, private conversation, and then started calling her a narcissist for having boundaries, all these things, I promise you, it wouldn't be getting the same reaction. I promise you, they would be on the girl's side. They'd be like, why did he do that? Why'd he leak it? Like, she's just asking for simple things, and she's telling him, if not, it's okay. This isn't okay. And also, if a man has boundaries, it doesn't make him insecure, actually. It makes him secure. Because someone that is willing to ask for what they want in a relationship and willing to walk away if those boundaries are not met, that's a secure person. They're not forcing you to be with them. They're saying, this is what I want. If you can provide it, that's fine.
I know I haven't been on TikTok posting as often as I would like to. This is probably the first post that I've put up in months. But I'm really starting to see a divide when it comes to this whole Keke Palmer situation. And now the Jonah Hill situation is making it even worse, and these women are really showing their hand. And I think the Jonah Hill situation with his ex-girlfriend is pretty much her just riding a wave, seeing the support that Keke Palmer been getting from women, so she felt like she can attach to that and piggyback off of that, so that way she can get a similar reaction. Let me be real clear right quick, because I'm in the business of telling people what they need to hear, regardless of gender, not what they want to hear. So 90 to 99% of women are not going to like what I'm about to say. However, majority of men probably will, at least the ones that got a backbone anyway. Ladies, if you want a man that is gonna apply this, I can do whatever the hell I want because I'm not married, he didn't put a ring on it. Y'all need to have that same energy when that man is over here entertaining other women. Otherwise, you look like a fucking hypocrite. Because I guarantee you that 90 to 95% of the women that don't like what I just said, I guarantee you that same percentage of women will react in the same manner that majority of men are, including Keke Palmer's baby daddy, about what happened at that Usher concert. And addressing the whole Jonah Hill situation. Do y'all know that that was 2 years ago? And if y'all really look and break down those text messages, he wasn't being disrespectful to her in any shape or form. Why is it that when men have standards and boundaries, it's considered controlling, misogynistic, and insecure, but when a woman has boundaries and standards, it's just that, boundaries and standards? Everybody is allowed to have boundaries and standards. No one is disputing that. The problem is that y'all want to use all this shaming language to manipulate men to be okay with behavior that we see as bad for long-term relationships. If y'all don't want men with backbones, just fucking say that. If y'all want soy boys, just fucking say that. Because here's what I've come to the conclusion of when it comes to these women that complain about this whole situation. What y'all really want is a man to be masculine when it's at your convenience. Otherwise, y'all just want him to pretty much not have a backbone and let you do what the fuck you want to do. You want him to pay for everything, but God forbid you invest any of your money into the relationship. So again, sound to me like y'all just want sponsors, sugar daddies, and soy boys. Damn, the 3 S's, man. That's a new one, man. Maybe I should put that on a t-shirt or something. This is really getting out of hand. See, this is why when you see women over here, where are the masculine men at? Ask all the women that are over here responding negatively to these men having boundaries and standards. Because that's where the issue starts at. Because y'all are literally emasculating men and shaming masculinity. That's why men are either checking out, not taking y'all seriously, or they getting passports and they fucking leaving. And y'all want to shame passport bros into accepting this shit. Why? Y'all are walking contradictions. And women need to start holding each other accountable. Because y'all are making the good women, the few good women that actually agree with what Jonah Hill and Keke Palmer's baby daddy did, y'all are making them look bad. And then y'all want to call them pick-me's. Because last time I checked, ain't no women buying wedding rings and getting down on one knee asking to marry a man to marry them. So the term pick-me is stupid as fuck too. Quit saying a whole bunch of dumb shit just to justify what the fuck you want to do, but then want to turn around and want to put men on a fucking leash. It's the hypocrisy for me. I can't deal with it anymore. That's why I've been traveling overseas for the last 3 months. This shit is stressful. And men are tired.